with my 26th question set from the DBMS question series. So in this video, we are going to talk about the questions regarding the database we created in question set 16. So that's exam marks DB. So now we are going to answer these questions using queries such as insert queries, update queries, delete queries, search queries, join queries, and subqueries. So I'll be typing these queries using my SQL software. So now let's see what are the questions we have to answer regarding this question set. So our first question given is, find the sum of the marks obtained by Amanda Moses in all the subjects of the first term. So now when we consider this question, we can say that it's a select query. So now the main objective of this question set is to use the sum condition. So we are going to search the sum of the marks in all the questions over here. So now let's see how I'm going to answer these questions. So now this is my SQL software and this is my database exam marks DB. So these are the tables I have created: class table, exam term table, student table, student exam mark record table, and the subject table. So let's begin to type our query. So before typing our query, y'all can see that I have inner joined all the tables in a separate column. So it will be easy for us. So when we need that specific inner joining table, we can copy it from here. So let's begin to type our query. So I'll begin by giving select all from student exam marks DB dot student exam mark record table, and now I'll execute it. Okay, so this will become the output for it. So now I'll inner join the tables we need for this query. So first I will inner join our student table and the exam term table. So these are the tables we need for this query to execute. So now next I'll begin to filter it. I'll give a where condition where the student's first name, student dot first name, should be equal to Amanda, and her last name should be equal to Moses, and the exam term name should be equal to first term. First term. Okay, so now we need the sum of the student in all the subjects in the first term. So therefore, I'll remove the star which indicates all, and I'll give the condition sum. And inside brackets, I'll give marks. So you have to insert them inside gravy essence. So now I will execute this query. Okay, so 265 is the answer for this question. So Amanda Moses has scored 265 as a total from all the subjects in first term. So now, this is the answer for the first question. Let's move on to our next question. What is the sum of the marks obtained by Nisansala Vikramanayaka, a student studying in 11B for all the subjects in the second term? So now this is also same like the first query we typed. So now the student's name is Nisansala Vikramanayaka and he studies in 11B. So now, and the exam term name is equal to second term. So now let's begin to type this query. So I'll open a new query tab for this, and I'll begin by giving select all from exam marks DB dot student exam mark record, and I'll execute it. Now I will take the tables we need to inner join for this. So I will copy all the tables from here and paste it over here. Okay, so now I have taken the tables we need. And next I'll begin to filter it by giving a where condition. So the student's first name, student.first name, is equal to Nisansala. Nisan, Sala, Salah, and the student dot last name is equal to Vikramanayaka. And the exam term name should be equal to second term. Okay, so just like I did in my first query, I'll remove the star which indicates all, and I'll give the condition sum, and inside the brackets I'll give gravy essence, and inside those gravy essence I'll give marks. And now I'll execute the query. So 248.56 is the answer for our second question. So what is the sum of marks obtained by Nisansala Vikramanayaka, a student studying in class 11B? So now our query is still not complete. We have to give the student's class name as well. So if they have asked in the question, in case y'all have to answer a question set, y'all have to give all the details they have asked in the question set, not what y'all want. So we should give the class name as well. Even though we found the answer using other details, we should give the exact details they have asked in the question set. So I'll give it as 11B and I'll execute it again. Yes, so 248.56. 56. So this is the answer for our second question. Let's move on to our next question. Our next question is find the sum of the marks obtained by Sachitra Vikramasinghe, who has the student index number STU003 in mathematics and science in the first term. So now they have given two subjects. So when they have given two subjects, we should use a subquery for this. So this is something new. So let me show you all how I'm going to type it. So I'll use a new query tab for it, and I'll begin by giving select all from exam marks DB dot student exam mark record, and I'll execute it. Now I'll inner join the tables we need. So I'll copy all of these and I'll paste it over here. So these are the tables we need, and now I'll begin to filter it. So I'll give a where condition where the student's index number, should be equal to STU003. Next, I'll give an AND condition, and we need the student's term. So we'll take it as first term, and the subjects are mathematics and science. So the term is exam term dot term name should be equal to first term. And now we'll begin to type our subjects. Subject dot subject name. Now we are not going to type an equal for this. So now for this, I'm going to give a subquery. I'll begin it by giving in. So now I'm going to type a subquery. So now this is how I'm going to type it, and subject.subject name in, and inside brackets I'm going to give our data. So our first data is mathematics, and our next one is science. So I have divided them using a comma. So this is how our query will look like, and now I'll remove the star and give sum, and then inside this I'll give marks, and now I'll execute this query. So 101.74 is the answer for this question. So this is the total or the sum obtained by student who has the index number STU003 in first term for mathematics and science both. So this is how we can write this query. We give a subquery over here. So y'all can see that If I give a equal for this, it won't work. So therefore, I have given an in for this and started to write the subquery. Let's move on to our last question of this question set. Find the sum of the marks obtained by all the students of 11B in the subject of mathematics in the second term. So now they have asked to find the sum of the marks obtained by all the students in 11B in the subject of maths in the second term. Okay, so I'll use a new query tab for this, and I'll begin by giving select all from exam marks CB dot student exam mark record, and I'll execute it. And now I'll inner join the tables we need. So I'll copy the whole thing from here, and I'll paste it right over here. So now these are the tables we need to execute this query. And now I'll begin to filter it. So I'll give a where condition where the class dot class name should be equal to, so the class over here is 11B. So therefore I'll give 11B. And next I'll give an AND condition, and the exam term dot term name should be equal to second term. So I'll give it as second term. And the subject dot subject name should be equal to mathematics. And now I'll remove the star and give sum of the marks. And now our query is complete. Let's execute it. Okay, so this is the answer for our last question. So these are the total of the students who have scored in second term mathematics, and these are the students in 11B. So 301.06 is the answer for this question. So likewise, we have finished all our questions. So this is the answer for our first question, and this is the output for it. So likewise, this is our second question, and this is the output for our second question, and this is our third question, and this is our fourth question and its answer. So I hope you all understood what I explained. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'll be back with a new video. So until then, have a nice day and bye.